morning. Welcome to my vlog. I am DNI, your respiratory therapist today. Just your favorite respiratory therapist and your content creator. Whatever you want to call me, that is she, and she is getting ready for work. We're going to the trap house. Y'all, it is 50 degrees and I'm not complaining because I'm kind of loving how Houston has been doing us lately with the weather. Like, we'll get hot days, we'll get cold days. We don't know where we're going with this. But I can say I also appreciated the rain the other day. I love sunshine, but it's just something about those rainy days that I really love. I was supposed to be putting on lotion. So it's not much that I want to tell y'all as far as going to work. I haven't been to work in well over like 2 weeks. I think it's been like right at 13 days. It could be. Anyway, only thing I don't like about taking those long periods of off days is I be so exhausted when I get off of work. I be so tired. Like girl, you only worked one day, but it's just something about going back for one day of work when you've been off for so long that really drains you. And I don't know what it is, but the good thing that I like about taking those days off is I don't suffer from burnout. So I'm always loving going to work. I always love going to work because I'm not drained. I'm not burned out. People are not getting on my nerves yet. So I really love that. Like, I can enjoy respiratory, and I think that's why I'm still committed to being a respiratory therapist when I get another job, because I actually like it. It's not a bad career. So hold on, let me put on my clothes. I'll be right back. But because it is 6 o'clock, I have to run out of here. So I will see y'all later when I probably get back home. I don't know. I'll probably mix it up. I'll probably talk to y'all at lunch or something. I don't know. We'll see. So I just finished my first meal of the day, and it is 2:22. I kind of finished early. I'm done eating. Like, I have so much to do that I just want to kind of get it done. So that's what I'm about to do. Long day, but it's steady. I can't complain, honestly. But we'll go over some things today that I want to kind of discuss as far as respiratory evergreen material, so y'all can come back and view this video and just learn as much as you possibly can.
Got this shit about the mud, still grinding like I'm trying to get my weight up.
Y'all know it would not be a vlog, especially a respiratory vlog, if I didn't record on mute. I am so sick of myself because, like, I need something that shows not only am I recording, but something that shows that my audio is going through to the camera. I done sat up here and had a heartfelt conversation with y'all, and y'all, it was totally muted. I have got to stop. And I would blame it on my 12-hour shift, but I do it often. So now I'm going to be in the business of stopping and re-listening to it to see if it's working because I'm just so fed up. But y'all, let me tell y'all, the last time I seen y'all, I was at lunch and I took like a really short lunch. I didn't even have breakfast, but I don't know. I was busy and I want to stay busy and active and making sure all my patients had exactly what they needed. And if somebody had a short assignment today, I want to make sure that the pressure is less on them because the pressure wasn't heavy on me, if that makes sense. I'm always think about the RT that comes after me and the RT that comes after them. So I'm just like that in a sense. Like, I guess I care. Not only I care about the patients, but I care about my fellow coworkers because it can be busy. You know, respiratory is what it is. But what I wanted to talk about, can y'all see me? I feel like it's dark. Is that better? Oh, no. I feel like, hold on. Yeah, but I had to lighten it up a little bit. But what I wanted to say is just have some considerations for your peers, especially when you have like a good day. Even though my day was busy and crazy hectic, I still had that downtime where I cut my lunch short just because I wanted to make sure everything was in place for my coworkers. And, you know how it is. But I do want to talk about a couple things because I did have to make sure that I'm in the education business, right? I'm working at a teaching facility. So like, I don't know, like my patients' families, sometimes they ask the craziest questions, and sometimes I have really good questions, and sometimes it'd be heartfelt questions, right? So today I was asked about DNR DNI and like what happens, like if the patient is, in respiratory distress, what do y'all do if they DNI? And I was like, well, you can still ventilate the patient, but it's non-invasive ventilation. Now, if the patient has direct orders not to do that, then that's another thing. But if the patient don't have direct orders to do that, and a lot of them really don't, they don't mind non-invasive, but they mind intubation when it's invasive. So that is what they're consenting to. So we still treat them. It's not like they are signing away their life. Like, oh, I don't want anything done. No, DNR, DNI, it means exactly that. Those are the two things I do not want. But because those are the two things you do not want, doesn't mean if something happens to you, you're not treatable, because that's not the case. So like you still get labs, you still have to draw ABGs, you still have to put the patient on, different modes of oxygen, modalities of oxygens. And you can also, if push comes to shove, you could put a non-invasive on. A lot of people, if you're not in a respiratory field, non-invasive it's like CPAP with two pressures. So CPAP is one continuous pressure, BiPAP is two continuous pressures. So, and it saves lives. It's a ventilator, but it's not invasive. You don't have to put a tube in and hook them up to life support, which here we call ventilators, but a lot of people call it life support. So I just want to make sure that we keep that in the forefront. And when patients' families or even patients ask about these things, that you can still educate them where they will understand, not using big terms, because a lot of people don't know, even though the doctor walks out the room after educating the patient, they still rely on you to give them the information or to just confirm what they heard. They'll try to reiterate everything they heard and try to see, okay, what's your understanding to it, without crossing the boundaries of being a physician, right? So you still need to be in the realm of education when you're in healthcare, because a lot of things people really just don't know. Like they instantly thought, well, DNI, DNR, if something happens, they instantly die. And that's not the truth. That's not the case. And, it felt good to give them some support and educate, because if you don't ask, you won't know. You will actually think that, like a lot of stuff about donors and, just what's it called? Life Give. A lot of people don't know about Life Give, and they have these negative connotations about Life Give, and just like they have those negative connotations about DNR DNI. But if you are watching and you don't know about DNR DNI, that's what it's about. It's just those two things we do not do, but everything else we do to the best of our ability. We're in the job of saving lives, and we're in the jobs of educating. So we really try to save our patients. That's what we're here for. And we're also in the business of privacy as well. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. I had an amazing day. I really wanted to give y'all some advice, just about life advice and what I did when I got my job, because I started working as a respiratory therapist so young. So a lot of people ask me like, how is it going back to school, and do you just financial, and how I am mentally, I am physically going back and forth to work and having a family. And I think I'm going to talk about that on a separate sit down, because a lot of people are asking me about that. And I do have great advice. Even people at work, well, mostly that's who be asking me, my coworkers, especially my young ones. Because first and foremost, I have I think I have a young aura about me, so a lot of people like to talk to me and confide in me, and then when they see how wise I am, and I think that just comes with age, they're really taken back, and it's really good advice. So people was like, "Oh, you should start a YouTube," but my YouTube, they never said start for like really vlogging. It was sitting down and just coming in front of a camera and talking to y'all about life advice, because I'm very wise for my age, and I don't know where it comes from, but I thank God I have it, and I didn't bump my head a lot because I listen to advice that people give me. It was very few times in my life that I didn't listen to advice, and I learned to listen the hard way, but it was a one-time listen. You understand? So I do like giving advice. I feel like my advice is genuine and true to each person individually. And I think that's why I don't give advice, because it's like, okay, I'm talking to all these people in the YouTube world and I'm educating them. I'm giving them advice, but sometimes the advice is not for that person. You know what I'm saying? So it's very individualized. So I think I'm going to do that. My phone is going off. All you see is popcorn. It's so funny. But I got this off topic, because y'all know I'm an off topic girl. So I got this phone. It's the Ultra 6, 26. Let me take that back. Samsung 26 Ultra. Y'all, this has not come out of my hand. And I was so like sad about having to turn my flip in. But baby, this is tea. I feel like I'm back in the tech world. Now, I love a good iPhone for what it is, you know. But if it broke tomorrow, y'all seen I broke my phone before. I wouldn't care. But this right here, if y'all just want to upgrade y'all phone, because I know a lot of people, do y'all still do that? Talk about Samsung and Apple and a green bubble. I don't think people do that anymore. I don't know. But don't do that. It's weird. It's very weird. Get y'all one of these. I swear it is amazing. But let me end this, because I've been yapping for a while, and I'll come up with that advice. Just give like advice that I took, and I feel like it really helped me in life. And I think that's why my aura is so young, but my mind and what comes out of my mouth is so wise, because of all the good advice I've taken. And, you know, just God, first and foremost, give honor to God. And y'all, I gave up for Lent. I gave up soda. It sounds stupid, but I gave up soda, and I gave up social media. Can we talk about how I'm still not on social media and I drink one soda? I am so proud of myself. It brought me closer to God. Like, I was in the bathroom bawling, because I was like, I can't believe I've done this. And it sounds so weird and cliche to say, but God is really good, and he has been good to me. And I just know, like, what he has for me next, y'all are going to witness it. And I'm so glad to share it. But thank y'all for watching, and always take a second and a moment, just one moment, just to fucking breathe. Okay, it's a lot going on. Just take a second to breathe and come back and get some good ass advice.
No matter how much money we went through, we never let the paper change us. I done ran it up out the mud. I get paid to pop out the clubs. Put my problem in my budget. I watch people change, can't trust them. I got rich, but I'm still hustling.